And this psalmist, saints, he really informs us on what it looks like when you're truly craving God, because when you go down to verse 5 says, why, my soul, are you downcast? And see, here's the truth of the matter. I love this psalm because it's utterly truthful. They don't run, because see, some of us don't want to deal with the fact that we're dealing with some stuff. Anybody dealing with some stuff today? And folks, you're here, you're dressed up, you have on your nice church attire, but inside you're dealing with some things. And if people only knew what you were dealing with, because you can't tell everybody in church everything, but if they knew what you were dealing with, they would understand why you jumped up and waved your hand when they were singing, He Kept Me in the midst of it. If they really knew what you were carrying on your shoulder, they wouldn't have said anything when you were just waving your hand when we were singing, joyful, joyful. Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? But even in all of that he's going through, here's where he comes to. Put your hope in God. In the midst of all of that stuff. All of that. So, because see, anybody, maybe it's just been me, anybody ever gone home and sat in the dark because you just didn't want to see the light because you were trying to figure out, God, what is going on here? Anybody, maybe I'm just the only one, but anybody over here ever been there just, God, what's going on here? And then he comes to the resolve, put your hope in God. Because when you have the craving, you will hope unapologetically in God. You will hope unapologetically in God. And let me tell you what hope is. Hope is confident expectation in God's ability to be who he said he would be and do what he said he would do in your life. And let me tell you something. Some of us, that's all we had to hold on to was hope. Anybody ever been there? You heard some news you didn't like. You went to the doctor and you said, you know what? I heard what you said, but I'm going to hang on to my hope. Why? Because all I know is the word told me he was wounded for my transgressions and he was bruised for my iniquities, and the chastisement of my peace was upon him. So here's why I'm going to hang on to my hope. By his stripes we are here. Anybody ever had to hang on to your hope when there was no money, there was no opportunity, there were no calls, and all you know, my hope says, but my God shall supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory by Christ. Anybody ever been there in your life where all you had was to hang on to your hope? But let me tell you something. If we're going to hope in God, on the flip side is personal responsibility. And what is that personal responsibility, saints? That personal responsibility is to commit yourself to embody God daily. See, it's so insufficient. It's so insufficient to holler, sing, run out the door, run up King's Lane, turn and run down to Kroger's, hollering glory to God, and then you won't even speak to folk. It's so insufficient to speak in tongues, known and unknown, but you won't help nobody. Because see, what it brings to mind is what Gandhi said. Gandhi said it like this: I like your Christ, but not your Christians. So your Christians are so unlike your Christ. Now, we don't have to call no names, but some of us have met some folk. Anybody know what I'm talking about? But if you're going to hope in God, it comes with personal responsibility to embody God. Because let me tell you what Jesus said. Somebody say, tell us what Jesus said. Jesus said, you will know who my disciples are by the love, oh my goodness, that they have for one another. And see, some of us, we think that 1 Corinthians 13 is just for a Valentine card. Some of us think that 1 Corinthians 13 is for a wedding scripture. Let me tell you, no, 1 Corinthians 13 is about a way of life. And it isn't always easy, but it's always right. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love keeps no record of wrong. Love is not arrogant or puffed up. It said love endures all things. Love hopes all things. Saints, love never ends. Oh my goodness. Because if you're going to hope in God, you better commit yourself to embody God. But then not only the love, but also mercy. Ooh, my Lord. Maybe you can't identify, but I know there have been times when I've been so low down. Oh, you do have to take communion so you can act like you ain't been low down if you want to. Because some of us been low down and dirty. Anybody else want to join the pastor? Let me. All right, thank you. I thought I was going to have to call names. And here it is. We wanted the mercy of God. And God showed us mercy. And then we became unmerciful to everybody else. Let me tell you how you know God has been merciful to you. You're still living. Because the truth be told, there's some things that we've done that took other folk out of here. Oh, don't nobody want to tell the truth in church today. But here we are, and if God has been merciful to us, if you're going to embody God, you have to be merciful to other folks.